So for sure, there is going to be some point in your journey, in your life, where you're going to flatline and things are going to plateau and things are not going to be as good as you want them. You're not going to feel the fire that you want. You don't necessarily have the energy that you want to have. And that's what we're going to get into today's show. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Borman. And if you are coming through, then please do let me know by hitting the love heart button. Please comment how you best deal with your plateaus. Do you deal with plateaus? Is it something that you go through? Do you kind of flatline right across the board in terms of actually you just don't feel it sometimes? So I'm out here with one of my best mates who's on the other side of this camera. And this morning we were talking about just life in general. And we were talking about why where I am right now is in terms of struggling to find the fire to wake up every single morning at the minute. And he suggested something I hadn't actually thought about. And one of those things is that for the last however many years, there has always been something that I've been working towards, whether it's moving house, whether it's getting the kids to college, whether it's having babies, whether it's moving home, I'm not sure if I said that one, whether it's getting married. And having just finished the marriage and having got married 3 months ago, I find myself going through this plateau of life, if you like, about wondering what is next, okay, in that life. Now, I signed up to a 50 miler to try to give me some focus and some goals, because I'm not actually interested in the medal that I get for the 50 miler. I'm not actually interested about the feelings at the finish line. Those things are great, but they're not the main motivation for doing a 50 miler. The reason I do a 50 miler is because what I end up doing is when I go through a transition of completing a set of goals and then looking for my next set or my next direction or connecting more with life to get me out of that plateau, I tend to like to do ultras. That's just the way I am. So through the process over the next 7 months of, there is a moth attacking me, over the next 7 months of this next journey, I'm going to learn more about myself, and I'm going to go through that transition, and it's going to slowly unravel that plateau, okay? And I think it's absolutely natural to feel that plateau after going through so many life-changing situations, right, in such a small period of set of time. Now, for many people, plateaus are seen sometimes as a negative thing. It's like, oh, I'm stuck in this plateau. But like me and my man was just saying there, plateauing is going through this transition of you achieving so much, of you reaching new set of heights, new goals, new aspirations, new milestones within your life. So you go up this mountain like this, you're climbing, boom, and then there's this plateau, okay? Now, some people will go down, back down, because they don't know how to evolve on to the next thing that's in their life, what they're looking for. Or some people go across this plateau and then go up. I would almost have you consider that a plateau is a benefit, is a positive thing, if you can get it right in motion in your head. Because we can't be switched on 24/7, 365. We can't constantly be on the go. We can't constantly be hunting the big goals. And there's nothing to stop you always achieving the small milestones. But if we are on permanent go, at some point along the way, we're going to crash and burn. There is no two ways about it. I am on that brink or cliff edge of almost being burnt. Like, and you know me, I'm more than happy. I run at 100 miles an hour all of the time, and I probably have been doing that for the last 4 years, as well as all the personal stuff. We've built the Man Coach up from the ground, from nothing to where it is right now. And there are periods of times when I actually appreciate a plateau. Like, I appreciate just leveling off, checking in with my long-term mission that I'm trying to achieve for when I'm 50, and actually going, right, where do I need to go from here to make sure I'm on the right path to achieve what I said I was going to achieve when I was 40, okay, when I get to 50. So am I on the right path? Breathing space, right? If you think about CrossFit and you think about how hard they train, right? Boom, 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 every now and then, what they sometimes have to do is stop and grab their breath. And if you build up that relationship with plateauing, like, I'm just taking a breath, okay? Just rebuilding the energy, rebuilding the drive, reconfiguring the goals, the aspirations, the outcomes. And then bang, straight in, we press the green button and we go again. If you have that relationship with plateauing like that, we don't have to emotionally and mentally get bogged down with thinking it's a bad thing, thinking, oh my God, I'm not on it 24/7, 365, right? It also allows you to reflect and look at other areas of your life. So like, you know, stopping, reflecting. And when I do this, and I kind of look back and I think, well, we've moved house, we've had Darcy, we've got married, we've got kids going through college, lots and lots and lots going on. Maybe it's time to just slow it down. When I look at the Man Coach, 4 years ago, we had no one. Now we're training thousands of different guys in a year. And suddenly you're just kind of like, well, trying to catch up with all of it. So I wouldn't beat yourself up about plateauing. I would look at it as a positive. I would look at it as the calm before the storm, okay, before you go straight back into it. And as my man there said, Mike, it is a maintenance period. In the Elite Brotherhood or any of our programs, we talk about maintenance achievements and growth achievements. So maintenance is about oiling the working parts to make sure that the basics of showing up are achieved. And the growth elements is the rocket fuel that takes you from this level to this level. Then we plateau, maintenance, rest, recuperate, refocus, boom, rocket fuel. We go again, boom, 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 boom. And in retrospect, that when we stop and plateau, we are able to stop and breathe. We're able to stop and reflect. We're able to stop and put things into perspective and look at the whole masterpiece that you've created for yourself. And that is the most important thing on this journey, is actually stopping and admiring the view of what you've achieved and everything that you have around you. Because if you're on go 24/7, your head's down, you're driving, you're not actually looking up at everything you've achieved. So I just wanted to talk about that in terms of perspective, your relationship with it, how to use it, how to master it. Hopefully you can hear me now. Sorry, the battery died on my mic. When you talk to people, you end up really understanding things better. You understand things better, right? You understand the concept of things. Things make more logical sense, and the process becomes much better. All right, guys, that's it. Just a short, sharp one this morning because we're putting the world to right here, under our shelter, under the stars. Very romantic. So I hope you have a great weekend. Remember, today's the last day to join our Elite 90 if you're thinking about joining us. It's also the last week before price increase on our Rise to Thrive show in November if you're thinking about joining us there as well. Just scroll through our post and you'll find the link to come and join us. Take care.